Watching a bird fly underwater is pretty unique. Seabirds are extremely charismatic animals.
A seabird exhibit at the new Marine Discovery Center would be an excellent opportunity for people to see birds up close that they're not going to get to see very often in the wild.
And so it really captures people's imagination and their attention, and it can draw a wider care for the marine environment, which is what we're really focused on in this building, is helping people learn to take additional steps that will not only protect seabirds, but protect our fish, our crabs, and our sea stars, which aren't necessarily the most charismatic animals.
The Washington State Olympic Coast National Marine Sanctuary has one of the highest marine diversity and abundances of seabirds.
The more people who realize the diversity of wildlife that does thrive here in the North Olympic Peninsula is a win-win situation.
The marine environment is exceptionally important to anyone who resides on the Olympic Peninsula. It basically guides the way that we make a living, how we eat, some of our weather, and a lot of our recreation is dependent on the marine environment.
If we can tell the story all inclusively and not just have aquariums with fish or marine invertebrates, but also include the whole food web, which is also the birds. We tell the story more completely.
To have those birds that we don't get to see very often thriving in an environment where they're well taken care of.
All of the birds that we intend to have in this exhibit will be sourced from other populations under human care, or birds that are rescued and rehabilitated but cannot, for whatever reason, be returned to the wild.
With this display is going to be partially supporting research element. Research projects need public support. The state, federal agencies, tribal, university groups are doing this research, but they also need citizen scientists. And this is another avenue for the citizen scientists to get interested in some of the volunteer projects that are around on the peninsula.
We are also planning on pursuing accreditation with the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, and that provides excellent care standards that we will meet in order to make sure that these birds are able to thrive under our care.
This isn't going to be virtual. This is going to be real life contact in touch tanks, or looking at birds 2 feet away, or a kelp forest that you're looking up to and envisioning what it's like to be under the water looking up at kelp. So I think that the real life experience is invaluable.
Not only will you see the animals that you've come to know and love, or have an experience like a touch tank, but you will be able to see larger habitats, more immersive exhibits, and by partnering with the Olympic Coast National Marine Sanctuary, we will be able to bring in a lot of the Pacific Coast information, data, all of the cool things that happen on our ocean coast will also come into the facility.
I love what the plans in the Marine Discovery Center to do is like the call to action of what you can do to help these animals, how you can get involved. Would you like a career in this? Just all of that information in one space. I love that idea. The Marine Discovery Center will help spark that in a lot of people.
So in our experiences, we will be sort of connecting live animals with like more of a science center, which is quite different from what we've had here before.
For a live seabird exhibit, it is pretty unique for a facility like we have at the Marine Discovery Center. But the hands-on experience, with especially families and children, again, I wish I had that experience as a child. That would have greatly increased my enthusiasm to want to become a marine scientist.
We have really mentored a lot of youth in our area. We've provided a home for scientists to conduct research, and unfortunately with the condition of our building, we are sort of maxed out in our capacity. We have far more demand for, say, our summer camps than we're able to host. We know we could make much more impact on our community members than we are able to now. The classrooms, for example, will have 3 times the amount of space, and so rather than just being able to host 1 camp at a time, we could feasibly be hosting 3 simultaneous.
We all live upstream. We all live in the watersheds. We have to think about what we do every day, what we dump on the ground or what we throw away, and recycle, reuse, and take care of where we live.
this is another opportunity to leave a legacy for our community for the next 40 years. These are experiences that most of our kids in the region aren't going to be able to get unless they travel outside of our community, long distances, and for a decent amount of money. And so this will be a way for all of us to be able to appreciate and enjoy our own area built by our own community. It's going to take all of us contributing to make sure that it happens. A center like this can bring attention, research dollars, and conservation action to species that they really care about. And if you're one of the people that really cares about seabirds, there's a way for you to also make a difference in helping see this exhibit come to life.